I'm here with Noriyuki Shikata, who's Deputy Cabinet Secretary for Public Affairs and Director of Global Communications at the Prime Minister's Office. Shikata-san, welcome. Your office has only been in existence since 2010 and clearly has had some big communications challenges in that time. How do you see the function developing, and what are the challenges that you're going to face over the next 12 months?
Initially, when our Office of Global Communications at the Prime Minister's Office was established, we were trying to address issues like cool Japan, or the Japanese energy-efficient technologies, Japanese bullet trains, and things like that. But what we found out, especially after 3/11, was a massive need to address the crisis communications issues, and especially nuclear power plants. After 1 year, we are overcoming many of the challenges and problems that we faced during the period after 3/11. And again, we are trying to be future-oriented in terms of discussing the kind of agenda in terms of how we could create renewable energy based communities. We call it environmental future cities, green innovations. These kind of challenges brought about by nuclear power plant accidents could be translated into something new and innovative.
Yeah, because energy is going to be a massive issue, isn't it? Not just in Japan, but all over the world over the next 12 months. So how do you get those messages over when sometimes there is almost a natural tendency towards modesty and not shouting about what you're doing? So how do you get around that and get the messages across?
Right. When you look back the Japanese history, we have been undergoing many natural disasters, tsunami, quakes, you name it. But each time we overcome those enormous challenges. And in recent history, in the 70s, we met with 2 oil crises. And the Japanese companies created the most energy efficient automobiles, which captured the international market. So this time around, we are talking about how we would be able to create something new and in line with the objectives that we are pursuing as the community. So we are talking about smart cities, eco-towns, which could be a model for other countries, especially like the cities in China or India.
Yeah, and it's not a way that you would have wanted it to happen, but in some ways, last year actually put the focus back on Japan and reminded people that it is still the 3rd largest economy in the world, and that the way people responded to this disaster was actually incredible. There was no panic, there was no looting, So how do you get that message over, and what do you think that says about Japan moving forward as a brand, if you like?
Of course, we received outpouring of support from the international community, and so many Japanese people appreciated the fact that we are so much, so deeply connected with the rest of the world. And this is not the time for us to look inward, but for the Japanese people or Japanese companies to go overseas, to be aligned with international business. And we wish to welcome foreign direct investment for the reconstruction of Tohoku region. And we are talking in terms of open reconstruction. And this is something we wish to achieve during the next few years to come.
Okay, we look forward to following that progress and writing about it in PR Week. And thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.